10 wakes for their loved ones, never knowing their bodies have been desecrated. For the prosecutors, it's repugnant, and it shows a premeditated effort to conceal a crime.
That's exactly what this was for, so that nobody who saw this body would think that there was anything untoward about it.
On February 23rd, 2006,
Can you tell us why you did this?
Michael Mastromarino is charged with larceny, body stealing, and falsifying business records. Also charged are Joseph Naselli, the funeral home's former owner, and two cutters, Lee Crusetta and Christopher Alderossi.
Well, once they saw those x-rays, people were shocked and outraged.
William Sherman reports on the story for the New York Daily News and gets an interview with one of Mastromarino's cutters, Lee Crusetta.
A nice fella, married, kids, very unassuming guy, but the prospect of making, upwards of $300,000 a year was, quite alluring for him. And so he went to work with Mastromarino, and along with Chris Alderossi, the two principal cutters. As it was described to me, it was a pretty messy operation and pretty disgusting. But oddly enough, sometimes right in the middle of a harvesting of a corpse, as it's called, they would sit there and eat lunch or dinner with the corpse on the table.
Crusetta tells Sherman and the prosecutors that sometimes bodies would sit at room temperature for days before being harvested.
There was one occasion where Crusetta was working on a corpse and saw that the corpse was jaundiced. Actually, in another case, he thought that there was some cancer, and he called Mastromarino, and Mastromarino said, "Don't worry about it. We want the body, cut it up anyway."
They sent tissue and bone that was out of people who had died of HIV, hepatitis, and cancer, and always falsified death certificates, which was the key for us, because a legitimate death certificate would say, for instance, that someone died of, I'll just say, hepatitis. Then we look at the death certificate that accompanied the tissue and bone down to one of these companies, and it would say automobile accident or heart failure or something of a traumatic death, which did not indicate there was a disease, because once again, if it was a disease, tissue or bone, nobody would buy it.
Vito Bruno's 75-year-old father, Michael Bruno, dies of cancer. But Mastromarino rewrites his medical history.
The cause of death was changed from cancer to heart attack. So, if they're selling the body parts, who's getting the cancerous body parts?
When American greed returns, how Mastromarino jeopardizes the health of thousands of people, like this 68-year-old widow.
When I got the letter, the FDA had suggested that I be tested for HIV, hepatitis, and syphilis.
Forensic bodies.
He's crazy, capable of anything.
Mastromarino and his crew are stealing body parts from whatever corpse they can get their hands on, even bodies that are very old and diseased. The stolen tissue is implanted in more than 10,000 patients, people like 68-year-old Betty Pfaff.
The doctor said it wasn't an emergency, but you didn't want it to become one.
Pfaff needs surgery to repair a hernia. Pfaff's doctors inform her that she'll receive cadaver skin, specifically a product called Alloderm.
The doctor said the beauty part of Alloderm is that it's absorbed into your system. They can't remove it once it's already been there. It's just absorbed by your tissues.
Alloderm is manufactured by the New Jersey-based LifeCell Corporation, which from 2001 through 2005 is one of Michael Mastromarino's top clients. Pfaff goes in for surgery in spring of 2005, but her recovery is difficult. She never feels quite right, and then 4 weeks after her surgery, she spikes a fever.
I remember getting in the ambulance and my neighbor went over and saying, what's wrong, and I sound awfully sick.
By the time Pfaff gets to her local hospital's intensive care unit, her fever is 106. She's in septic shock. Her kidneys have shut down, and she's put on dialysis. A respirator does her breathing for her. The doctors give Betty Pfaff a 20% chance of survival.
They didn't know if I was going to make it. They called the police. They said they gave me x-rays. They really didn't think I was going to make it.
But Betty Pfaff is not ready to
every doctor in the hospital visited me because they couldn't believe I made it. Nobody expected me to make it.
The septic shock, however, has exacted a terrible toll on her body. The muscles in her arms and legs have atrophied, and she can't walk.
I said, how could this happen? I was very confused. And when I asked the doctors, they said that there was risk of any surgery. You just got an infection. That was the standard answer.
Vav accepts that answer for the better part of 1 year, as she slowly learns to walk again. Then, on Valentine's Day of 2006, Vav receives an envelope. Not an I love you, but